I've got your ultimate Costco shopping list for doing clean keto in a digital form. I'm gonna take you through everything that I would recommend in a basic Costco grocery list, but I'm also gonna show you where these items are in a quick, easy B-roll format so that we can just run right through it. So here we go with a Costco grocery list. After this video, do check out Thrive Market. They are an online membership-based grocery store, so if you can't get to Costco and you can't get some of the things I'm talking about, I highly recommend you check them out down below because they'll deliver groceries right to your doorstep. Makes it super easy, super convenient. I use them when I'm on the road. I use it when I'm home just to be able to get stuff in my pantry and get stocked up. An ultimate selection of keto goodies. So make sure you check them out down below in the description after this video. Thank you, Thrive Market, for the continued support on this channel as well. All right, we're gonna jump right into it. So with meat, the first thing that I would recommend, their organic ground beef is very good and a very good value. Okay, great grass-fed, great selection overall, and really good quality. I also recommend their bison if you can get that as well. Okay, then the organic chicken breast is also a great find. Great price, great overall value. The Real Good bacon wrapped chicken. This is technically in the frozen section, so it's from the company called Real Good Foods. I'll show some footage so you can see where it is and what it looks like. Okay, very good clean profile ultimately, and something that I would honestly recommend overall just as a good viable source of protein on keto. The Don Lee Farms chicken patties, when it comes down to something that's pre-made, pretty darn clean. There's a few things in there I might be a little bit hesitant on to eat every day, but overall, great. Okay, prosciutto di Parma. Okay, this is their Parma ham, their prosciutto, which is in the refrigerated section as well. Their only ingredients are going to be ham and salt, which makes it tremendous, pork and salt. Center cut bacon. If you go for the bacon, go for their center cut bacon. It's gonna be a little bit cleaner. It's gonna be a little bit better fat profile. And it's just the one that I usually lean towards in terms of flavor and overall effectiveness on my ketogenic diet. Anything in the egg category, the Kirkland organic pasture raised eggs. And remember, I'm not a fan of eating tons and tons of eggs. I have maybe 3 eggs every other day or so. You don't come across pasture raised very often, let alone organic and pasture raised. So great, tremendous value there. The organic hard-boiled eggs at Costco, phenomenal if you're breaking a fast, just something on the go, right? Then the Three Bridges egg bites. These are the egg bites that are in the perishable section. So they're along with like kind of the rotisserie chickens and that whole area. Great little on-the-go thing, okay? They're not like the Starbucks egg bites that have a bunch of potato starch and stuff in them. These are actually straight up eggs along with cottage cheese and a few other things. Then the egg thins, the crepinis. These are also in the refrigerated sort of perishable section. Tremendous to make a quesadilla with or anything like that. They're just like a little thin that you can use as almost like a tortilla. I consider them eggs though because the primary constituent is eggs. But also just to make things a little bit easier, I'll put a downloadable version in the description. That way you can just click on the link and I can give you a downloadable PDF version of this grocery list. But I still think you should watch all of this so that you actually see where the items are and learn why you're consuming them. So there's a link down below. You can just get a downloadable version in the description. Moving into the seafood category, the bulk of what I recommend from Costco Seafood is actually in the frozen section because it's a lot more affordable and it's just flash frozen right when they catch it. The Kirkland Tail On frozen shrimp, the cooked ones, not the raw. Okay, so the Kirkland cooked tail on frozen shrimp. Get the medium size. Then the Kirkland wild halibut. Okay, you can also get that in the frozen section. Very good value. The Chilean sea bass. It's also either frozen or if you can get it fresh when it's on sale. Chilean sea bass is a great fatty acid profile and a very tremendous protein essential amino acid profile. Pacific cod. If you go frozen route, I know for a fact it's coming from a company called Alaskan Leader, which does a very good job sourcing their cod in a very clean, sustainable, and very health-focused way. And then we have wild sockeye salmon. This one, get fresh. Okay, their sockeye salmon is great. Definitely lean into that at Costco. Then for the oils and the fats. Okay, the Chosen Foods avocado oil spray is a staple. I always have it in my pantry. Okay, then I have the Kirkland extra virgin coconut oil. It's like the big tub with the orange lid. It is such a bang up value for that. So definitely lean into that one. Plus the taste is phenomenal. The Sports Research brand MCT oil. It's over in the supplement section. Okay, so it's with the protein powders and all of that. Marianne's avocado oil. Okay, that is a very good avocado oil that actually passed the UC Davis avocado oil scrutiny test. Okay, last year they did this whole-on study where they broke down a lot of different brands and debunked the fact that a lot of them weren't even pure olive oil. Marianne's makes the cut and Costco has it. The Kirkland brand extra virgin olive oil. You want to get the dark bottle of the Mylopotamus. Okay, so that is a specific region. That's like the Greek olive oil. So I recommend that one. It's a great value. Then when we go to the dairy, we have Kerrygold butter, okay? made from grass-fed, grass-finished cows, okay, which always helps a lot. There's some question, do they finish them on grass, everything like that. We don't really know, but in the grand scheme of things, they're still probably one of the best options that are out there, and Costco has them. If you can get feta that is sheep feta, 100% pure sheep's milk. Kirkland goat cheese, okay? They've got their own brand goat cheese there. Okay, the Folios cheese wraps. These are like the tortilla-like cheese wraps. They're in the perishable section, not with the rest of the cheeses. They're usually across the aisle, but they are straight up Parmesan cheese, and they're very good to make a quesadilla or to make some kind of wrap. Okay, well, you don't want to make a quesadilla because the whole thing will melt, but if you made like a cold cheese wrap or something. The Kirkland brand Pecorino Romano, which is aged goat cheese. This stuff is the jam, and that's a good price. Pecorino Romano. It's the best cheese that you can get. It's the most ketogenic friendly cheese in like a Parmesan style fashion. Heavy cream, do not go for half and half. Use heavy cream, add that to your coffee instead. The Green Mountain Greek yogurt, very high protein content, low carbohydrate value, which is great. And then the Optimum Nutrition Whey Protein Isolate, the black and green bag. 40 servings. I hope you're not having like more than that a month. Okay. I think this is more like a 2-month supply. This is gonna be in the supplement area, but I put it with dairy because it is, after all, dairy, okay? Produce, you may notice I don't have a lot of the Costco produce because, well, I don't know, I get a lot of my produce frozen, and I don't know, just don't have to get a whole lot there at Costco. The avocados are great though, great value, straight up avocados. The Kirkland brand broccoli florets that are in the frozen little cubicle you have to go into. Blueberries and raspberries, lean into raspberries because they're lower carbohydrate and they have some tannins in them that actually slow the absorption of the carbohydrates in the first place, making them a great keto fruit. Then there's a brand called the Perfect Bite that in the perishable section that is a pre-cooked Brussels sprouts with apples and bacon. The apples add some carbs to it, but you can pull the chunks of apples out. They're not the cheapest thing, but they are a delicious treat. And honestly, a couple grams of carbs, but it's worth it to just enjoy something good on keto like that. It's so good. And then the Holy Guacamole brand, spelled like that, W-H-O-L-L-Y, Holy Guacamole, they have like these individual and also larger size guacamole little packets. Okay, it makes it super convenient. Then we move on down the list into the pantry items and the snacks. Now, I know there's a few things in dairy and meat and stuff that I could have gone into detail, but I'm trying to give you the basics so that you can just get this grocery haul all done, right? And by the way, I put a link down below also. If you want to download this grocery list, I'll give you like a printable version of it, like I mentioned. That way you can just download it and take it with you to the store. Okay, then we have the Seasoned brand sardines. Okay, that's a very, very good one. They are the boneless, skinless, and olive oil. They don't have an in-water option, but still very good. Chunk light tuna instead of albacore. Albacore has a higher mercury content. The Kirkland organic almond butter is a great choice as well as the Nutso. Nutso is gonna have some chia, some flax, things like that in it that give you a little bit more omega-3 and a little bit more soluble fiber. So get the Nutso if you can. It's just quite a bit more pricey. Then we got the Kirkland brand pecans in the baking section. Okay, pecans are higher omega-3 content, easier to digest as well as the Kirkland walnuts, okay? Organic peanut butter. Don't recommend peanut butter all the time, but the Kirkland brand is pretty darn good and no added sugar or no hydrogenated fats or anything. The From Hawaii brand dry roasted macadamia nuts. It's an orange bag. I don't see it anywhere. And it's hit and miss, okay? You don't always find it though. So lean into that if you can get that. Tremendous palmitoleic acid profile, the best nut that you can eat on keto next to a pili nut, which is hard to get at most grocery stores. Cholula sauce, I love me some Cholula sauce. Tabasco, also good to go. And then Victoria marinara. Okay, there's no sugar added to this marinara, so make yourself a bolognese. Cook up some of that ground beef that you got with this marinara. Okay, then we also have the Primal Kitchen avocado oil mayonnaise, which is great on keto. None of that soybean oil, none of that canola oil garbage. Raw cacao powder, which they have in a big bag in the baking section as well. And then Kirkland hemp hearts, the Kirkland signature hemp hearts. You can make these into like an oatmeal. It's a perfect thing to have on keto just to give it a little bit of variety. So mix that with some flax meal. Anyway, it's just a great little thing to add to all kinds of different dishes. Then we have like the snacks using sparingly. Parmesan wisps, those are delicious. Then we have the moon cheese, okay? The moon cheese is pure cheese. It's just a snack, right? It's just like these little hard balls of cheese, really. We have the Duke's Shorties, which are little beef sticks, but they don't have any carbs. They only have like 1 or 2 carbs in them, super low. 4505 pork rind, $6.69 for a huge bag of probably the best tasting pork rind. Definitely have to get yourself some of these. They are so delicious and they are, I can't even describe. Like, it is a whole different world with pork rinds, and they are rich in monounsaturated fats. Pork is a higher monounsaturated fat profile, so actually a pretty good fat to have on keto. Then we have the Miss Jones brownie mix, which is awesome. This stuff is so dang good. They have cornbread, they have all these other ones, but Costco's carrying their brownie mix. And then we also have the sea salt and caramel ice cream bars, the keto ice cream bars in the frozen section. Go easy on these. Maybe have 1 or 2 a week, but they definitely make the cut. They're pretty darn clean. They have some erythritol in them, a few things, but not bad at all. Okay? So as always, keep it locked in here on my channel. Do not forget to check out Thrive Market to get some of this stuff delivered directly to your doorstep, so you don't have to go to Costco if you don't have to. But also check out the downloadable version of this as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.